to this Zen Ryu guy who posted this video on the forums about him being the most amazing warrior. No, I'm kidding. About warriors being not OP because he can't play them. Being not OP.
Literally does everything wrong.
Yeah, literally he does everything.
And he's got this misconception that apparently warriors can run any build and be effective, when it's actually the case that it's certain builds that you can be very effective.
Well, that was his theory in his mind, that every single thing on a warrior is completely overpowered and you can't beat them.
When that wasn't the argument.
So he goes to prove this wrong. So we'll go by play what he does wrong. Okay, so this is him just like selecting. Oh my god, this video is horrible. So he's selecting, highlighting everything, like what he's trying to prove wrong. Okay. Alright, so he starts by dodge rolling through the enemy, dodge rolling against nothing. You see this first wasted dodge roll right here, puts his back towards the enemy, and he instantly gets knocked down by the flesh golem because he's not dodging that instead. So it's the first wasted dodge roll, that's his first mistake, and it's 1 second in. So then he uses his stability to try and not get feared, even though the Necro doesn't have any life force to fear him. And then he goes for the his burst skill, which gets blinded instantly. And then he finally gets a skill off, but instead of making use of his interrupt, he's random dodge rolled backwards. I don't know why. He should be here basically fighting the Necro, putting pressure on him, but instead he's dodge rolled backwards. The Necro actually, oh sorry, he does have full life force because they've obviously fought beforehand. And
because all Necros have full life
he pops his elite and his prevention, his condition prevention, and then he goes in to try and fight him. He's not really doing much damage. He's missing a lot of stuff. He starts by the other thing is he was meant to start in the longbow, instead he started with the hammer, and now he switched to longbow at short range and back to the hammer. So he finally gets his burst skill off, but he doesn't follow up with anything. Instead he dodge rolls away from no skills. So he hasn't actually used an actual dodge roll yet. And he spams skills, misses, spams dodge rolls. That was useless. There's nothing there. He's facing the wrong direction again. He's not actually shooting at his enemy because he's facing this way. His enemy's over here. Missing him. Still missing him. Still missing him. Not attacking, not attacking, not attacking. Gets feared. Still facing the wrong direction. What are we at? 15 seconds of facing the wrong direction now. Still at the wrong direction. His enemy is here. The random dodge roll, which is kind of acceptable at that point because he couldn't really see what was happening. He assumed a fear was coming, maybe. Oops. And he died. Well, I don't know what went wrong there. He just played so perfectly. It just... It was probably his computer had a power failure and he couldn't use his keyboard. That was probably what happened.
Nah, his cat probably dragged its tail along the keyboard.
Yeah, his cat... No, if his cat was on the keyboard, it would be playing better than that, so...
Oh, I don't know. It could have been a dead cat.
Okay, banner regen warriors are unkillable. So when people mean banner regen warriors, they mean...
A banner.
Yeah, a banner, not 4 banners. Anyway, let's see how the fight goes. So he gets his banners down before the fight starts.
Oh, just once again to reiterate, it's certain builds, not any build.
Yeah, it's not just any build. The no skill warrior, it's the best. It doesn't have any skills and it still wins. Is pretty much what you're trying to say right now. Okay, so he goes for his shield 5 to start with, which is dumb. Okay, so he's made the Necro waste his his Death Shroud cooldown, which is 10 seconds. That's it. Because watch, if you notice, he uses his fear, so he blocks the fear, but that's it. Okay, so he gets a interrupt on Death Shroud. Anything. Gets another interrupt down, but he doesn't lock him into anything, okay? So he gets half his 100 blades off, and are you ready for it? Whirling's the wrong way. Sorry, half. I mean like one hit of his 100 blades off. Puts his banner down. How much does he get off? Oh, because he's immobilized, he does some damage. If he wasn't... Wait, is he immobilized? He didn't go very far. Oh, it's a bit laggy, you can't really see. Didn't he whirling? Okay, so... Oh yeah, here it is. That's where it is. So, the biggest problem he has right now... Okay, one of the biggest problems, because there's about 50 biggest problems, is that he takes forever to activate his skills once he clicks them. So his whirling, he's sort of like, oh, he's over here, no, here, and in that 10 seconds he hasn't done any damage, and then he finally activates it, and he misses. He only does 900 damage. So, and the random evades are just pathetic. Blocking nothing. He got an interrupt. He's going to try and get a 100 blades off, I assume? No?
I would go one step further to say that if it is taking him time to activate skills and there is some lag involved, then the video itself is inherently rubbish.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to talk about the imbalances of a class or the balances, you always have to be putting it in a situation where you can actually use the freaking skills. If you can't use the skills at all, then it's... What the hell are you even watching?
Well, he hasn't legitimately dodged anything yet, and in Guild Wars that's pretty important. Like, dodging is a big thing. He hasn't dodged anything. So, every single time the Flesh Golem is going to hit him because he doesn't dodge it at any stage. He doesn't dodge any skills. I mean, like, you can notice when the Necro weapon swap, so when he goes into Death Shroud, even a random dodge then would give you more chance than a random dodge just because you're taking a bit of damage and you think, oh, I'll dodge now.
I'm just pointing out, like, it took him forever to activate burst skills, and just, like, if it was a factor of lag, then it was the lag that was the problem with the video, and therefore you can't really say much more than that.
Okay, so this is him versing a thief. So he's trying to put down his banners first, because he's still obsessed with this 4-banner build, which doesn't work in the first place. So here's his first whirling, misses by a mile. He's immobilized as well. Okay, so he's still trying to put banners down. He gets his banner down. He gets the interrupt off, but he doesn't chain it. Okay, so look how much adrenaline he's sitting on. And look how long he sits on it for it.
I believe the quote is that warriors rarely ever have full adrenaline. I believe that is a quote from him. Like
okay, now he's switched to his greatsword. Now I've watched this video before. He doesn't use his burst skill on his greatsword, which means we're gonna sit and watch this fight for like 2 or 3 minutes of just missed whirlings, facing the wrong direction constantly. Okay.
By the way, you should have, in the time that you swap weapons, you should have enough time to use the burst skill of the other weapon, and still by the time you swap to the next weapon, be able to use the burst skill again. You should be able to spam that shit.
Okay, and so here's the final fight. The worst of all of them, because...
he doesn't even have the banners up to start with.
Yeah. Okay, so he dodges the first blind, which is whatever, okay, because he's going for the interrupt on nothing. Well, it would have just been an auto attack. Okay, so he goes for the interrupt. He doesn't save it so he can lock them. He just goes for the interrupt on nothing. Then he gets hit by a whirling, but he gets the interrupt off. That's okay. But his dodge was nothing. Gets pulled for no reason. Random dodge again. Gets hit by whirling. Dodges out of whirling, walks back into it. Best. Gets hit by the blind. Puts the banner down. No, blocking nothing again. He could be blocking the leaps with his block, but he's not doing that. And he's getting hit by every single leap. He's getting hit by every single combo. He's facing the wrong direction constantly. Facing the wrong direction. Still auto-attacking in the wrong direction. Finally gets an interrupt off. He's going to change something, and he's going to get his 100 blades off. Like, that's what you got to do. But the whirling misses, because he wastes it. This guy's randomly dodging and rolling as well. He's awful. You should have killed him like 10 minutes ago, because even with your build that's awful, you're just not doing any damage, because you're not attacking. Look, again. facing the wrong direction, turns around, still pretty much facing the wrong direction. He's not even hitting auto attacks. You're not doing any damage. I think I know where all your damage is missing. Okay, so he gets a lock off again, but it doesn't matter. He's already broken the lock, but you still change weapons and try and 100 blades him. And then miss whirling again. Get blinded again. Miss your 100 blades again. Guy walks into it, doesn't even matter. Was targeted the wrong direction again. Misses again. Random dodge roll again. Random block again. Stands in whirling again. Stands from the blind again. 100 blades miss. Whirling miss. Have you hit one yet? Finally getting some auto attacks because the other guy's standing still. Misses 100 blades. Random interrupt. Random again. Random block when he's healing. He can't actually attack you.
Yeah, he can.
Miss your burst again. Switch to greatsword, which you're never going to use your burst in anyway. Miss your whirling again. Miss your 100 blades.
It is so hard.
Hit 100 blades because the guy's
pressure.
sort of like AFK there. What is this? What is this? I don't even...
Kind of makes you think, if that Guardian was running a tournament-worthy build, he might actually be able to apply some pressure.
I'm just going to leave this here for a second so we can just bathe in the glory that is Shield 5 when nothing is happening. Nothing's happening. Like, there's no fight. You Shield 5, nothing.
I don't even think
Are we
the
ready
Shield
for this
5
again?
is that important, because...
Wait for it, wait. The guy walks away, and as he's walking away, you Shield 5.
Wow.
No attacks blocked. Random dodge roll. Random block. You blocked a symbol. Actually, I think you cancelled it there, actually. Miss 100 blades again. Random dodge roll. Stand in whirling wrath again. Get hit by blind again. Miss whirling. The only skill you're hitting are the ones that lock onto the enemies.
God, he would have been great as a Heartseeker thief.
Just play Heartseeker. Random dodge roll. You didn't even dodge the burst. He hit some of whirling, Alex. Some. A little bit. That's the first time. 100 blades, hopefully the random dodge roll. You got the interrupt off, you got some lock, but you didn't 100 blades it. Miss whirling again! What is this? Your locked skill got blinded though. Get hit by whirling anyway. Dodge roll after it's used. Now you've got it in fast forward, so I can't see how bad you are. Nah, I'm kidding. I can see how bad you are. Get hit by whirling. Hit your whirling for once. Just missing every skill, that's pretty good.
Can we
I just want to see the next Shield 5.
This guy must be either incredibly
There's the
bad,
next Shield 5,
stupid,
right?
or trolling.
Actually,
Because
that's...
he is just not doing anything.
Okay, so he Shield 5s. Oops, that was silly. Oh, damn it. It's over.
Yeah.
Well,
Just-
he showed us.
I'm just saying, like, he has to be either incredibly stupid, and or incredibly bad, and or he's just trolling.
No, he's not trolling, I don't think.
Well, that's the issue. If he's not trolling, this is quite literally the worst example of proof ever.
What have we learned?
What have we learnt? Basically, he's a bad player.
Okay, I just don't know what to say about that video, it's just... Yeah.